Ramanujan for G is now available on the Google Play Store. Try it out for free.
Hello students. Yeah, so in the definite integrals, we will be taking more questions. Okay, so you will get better. Okay, so let us take more examples. Okay, so let me write it here as we are talking about the definite integration. Okay, so like the question is, it's from 0 to pi by 2 log of 10x into dx, right? So let us solve this. So we will assume that I is equals to 0 to pi by 2 log 10x into dx, right? So I is equals to 0 to pi by 2 log 10 of pi by 2 minus x. We are applying the king property. Okay, so into dx, right? So it becomes 0 to pi by 2 log of cot x into dx, right? At it was the 1 and this is the 2, right? So adding 1 and 2, equation 1 and 2, so it becomes 2I is equals to 0 to pi by 2 log 10x plus log cot x into dx. So it will become 0 to pi by 2 log of 10x into cot x, and dx will be there. So taking the next, we will get becomes from 0 to pi by 2 log 1 into dx. So it becomes from 0 to pi by 2. For log it's 1, it's 0, so into dx. So I is equals to 0, right? So this is the required answer. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, so the next is one more property, like the integral minus a to a is given and f of x into dx. So to solve this, you will have two conditions. 0 if f of minus x is equals to minus of fx, that is fx is odd, and 2 to 0 to a if fx into dx, and this is if f of minus x is equals to fx, is equals to fx, is fx is even here, right? So these are the two conditions which follows for the odd and even function. Okay, so we will saw how graph will work. So the graph of an even function is symmetric about the y-axis. That is the curve axis is exactly that is the y-axis is exactly identical to the curve on the right side, right? So we know. So here we know, like from 0 to this a, fx dx is equals to minus a to 0 fx into dx. So in case of an odd function, the curve is symmetric, right? So in the opposite quadrants, right? So like for or like minus a to 0, f of x dx is equals to minus of 0 to a fx into dx. So like the if you talk about the graph, so graph is basically like this, right? So the point, if we noted here, it becomes minus a comma 0, and this point is a comma 0, right? Now this property is generally used when the integrand is either even or the odd function. Now one more graph like sorry. So at this point and this point, so it is x, and this is from 0 to minus a fx into dx. Similarly, right, we write from 0 to a fx into dx. So it becomes like minus a to 0 fx dx is equals to minus of 0 to a fx into dx, right? So now we will take questions. Okay, so the first question, we have to evaluate from minus pi by 4 to pi by 4 x cube sine to the power 4 into dx, right? So let fx is equals to x cube sine to the power 4x, right? So f of minus x is equals to minus x cube sine 4 minus x. So it again becomes minus x cube sine of minus this whole 4, right? So f of minus x is equals to minus of x cube and multiply by sine of this x to the power 4, sorry, minus sine x to the power 4. So it becomes minus x cube and sine 4x, which is minus of fx, right? So fx is and odd function here, odd function, right? So we can write this from minus pi by 4 to pi by 4 fx dx is equals to 0. So hence our answer is 0 because this is an odd function, right? So copy this. Next question is, it's given from minus pi by 2 to this pi by 2 mod of sin x into dx. I think I had taken the colorful. Okay, so fx is equals to mod of sin x. So then we can say like f of minus x is equals to sine this, and which again equals minus sine x, right? So we can say this sine x is equals to fx, right? So integral will be from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, right? So it becomes sine of x into dx is equals to 0 to pi by 2 mod of sine x into dx. So it becomes 2 from 0 to pi by 2, which is sine x into dx, right? So finally we can say sine x is greater than equals to 0 and 0 is less than x, which is the range from 0 to pi by 2, right? So what we have concluded, it's from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, modulus of sin x dx will become twice of this minus cos x from 0 to pi by 2. So finally it becomes 2 minus cos pi by 2 plus cos of 0, which is equals to 2. So this is our answer. Okay. Next, let me, I'm giving a question which is from, limit is from log half to log 2. Okay. The function is sine of this e to the power x minus 1 divided by e to the power x plus 1. So it equals basically. So options are given like cos 1 by 3. Second option is sine half. Third one is 2 cos 2, and fourth one is 0. So let us solve. Okay. So as we assume it I is equals to minus log 2, and here it's log 2, and it becomes sine e to the power x minus 1 e to the power x plus 1 into dx. So if fx is equals to sine e to the power x minus 1 upon e to the power x plus 1, so we can say f of minus x is equals to sine of 1 minus e to the power x, sorry, 1 minus e to the power x upon 1 plus e to the power x. So it becomes minus of sine e to the power x minus 1 divided by e to the power x plus 1. So finally it becomes minus of fx. So fx is an odd function, that is I is equals to 0 by the property we have covered. Okay, so answer is 0. Okay. Copied. Next is next property, like its integral from 0 to 2a fx into dx. So it becomes 2, this from 0 to a f of x into dx. So if f is 2a minus x, so it's equals to fx. And next it's from 0, if f is 2a minus x is equals to minus of fx. All right. So it's generally is to make the half of the upper limit, right? So the graphical will be the, like, if fx f is equal to a minus x, so it's equals to fx. So then the graph of this function is symmetric about x equals to a, right? So let us take a question on this. Okay, so let us start with the question. We have to prove that 0 to pi by 2 log of sine x into dx, so which is equals to 0 to pi by 2 log of cos x into dx, which is equals to minus pi by 2 log 2. This is very important. Okay, and it has long derivation, so I will solve this. So first copy down the question. Copied. So let us start. So solution. Okay, so I is equals to from 0 to pi by 2 log of sin x into dx. Then I is equals to from 0 to pi by 2 and log of this sine pi by 2 minus of x into dx. Again, I is equals to from 0 to pi by 2 and log cos x dx we can write. So this taking as first, this take as first, this is as second. So adding 1 and 2, we get 2i is equals to from 0 to pi by 2 log sine x into dx, right? Plus from 0 to pi by 2 log of cos x into dx. Okay, so here we write 2i becomes 2i is equals to from 0 to pi by 2 log of sine x into cos x into dx. So this 2i is equals to 0 to pi by 2 log 2 sine x into cos x by 2 into dx. So 2i is equals to 0 to pi by 2 log sine 2x by 2 into dx. So 2i is equals to 0 to pi by 2 log of sine 2x dx minus 0 to pi by 2 log of 2 into dx. So 2i is equals to integral 0 to pi by 2 log sine 2x into dx minus pi by 2 of log 2, right? So next step will be 2i is equals to 0 to pi by 2 log sine 2x into dx minus pi by 2 log 2. So this is at equation 3, right? So let we assume I1 is equals to from 0 to pi by 2 log of sine 2x into dx. So we will put as putting 2x equals to t. So we get I1 is equals to from 0 to pi. So log sine t dt by 2, right? So I1 becomes half into 2 from 0 to pi by 2 log sine t dt. Okay. So it becomes I1 is equals to this 0 to pi by 2 log of sin x into dx is equals to I, as we are using the property, right? So from equation 3 we get, from equation 3 we will get 2i is equals to I minus pi by 2 log 2. So I is equals to minus pi by 2 log 2. So hence proved. We have to prove this minus pi by 2 log 2. So copy this. Okay, I'm taking next slide. Copy this also. Okay, so now next property, like integral from a to b f of x dx. So we can write it as integral from a to b f of a plus b minus x into dx. Okay, so let's question. Prove that integral a to b fx divided by f of x plus f of a plus b plus minus x dx is equals to b minus a by 2. So let us solve. So I is equals to from a to b, this fx divided by f of x plus f of a plus b minus x into dx. So this is equation 1. So I will become, we can write from a to b applying the property, this will be f of a plus b minus x divided by f of a plus b minus x plus f of a plus b minus a plus b minus of x into dx. So I from a to b f of a plus b minus x, and here it's f of a plus b minus of x plus fx, and wholes is dx, right? So we will adding 1 and 2. So 2I is equals to from a to b fx plus f of a plus b minus of x, and divided by fx plus f of a plus b minus of x into dx. So 2I is equals to from 0 to a to b 1 dx. So it becomes b minus a. So I becomes b minus a by 2. So this is our answer. So copy this. Okay, so we are taking one more example. Like we have to evaluate from 1 to 2 root x divided by root 3 minus x plus root of x into dx. So solution I will become from its 1 to 2 root x, and this root 3 minus x plus root of x into dx. Equation 1. Again, I is equals to 1 to 2 root 3 minus x, this under root of 3 minus x plus 3 minus x into dx, as we are using the property, right? So I becomes, I is equals to, it's from 1 to 2 limits, and under root 3 minus x and under root x plus under root 3 minus of x into dx. So this is the equation 2. So now we will add both the equation, adding 1 and 2, as the 1 is this root x by under root 3x minus 1 plus under root x. So we will write 2I is equals to 1 to 2 root of x plus root 3 minus x divided by root x plus root 3 minus x into dx. So this and this will get cancelled, become 1. So 2I from 1 to 2 into 1 dx. So 2I is equals to x and limit is 1 to 2. So this is 2 minus 1 will become 1. So 2I is equals to 1. So sorry 1, so I becomes 1 by 2. So this is the required answer. Okay, this is the required answer. So we are winding up this lecture here. Okay, so we will take some important functions and some more properties in the next class. Okay.